Would you be surprised if I told you that it was a Tuesday? Which means that it's Snapshot Day, my dudes. Hello everybody, my name is Freebiy and welcome to Java Snapshot 25W32A. We're starting down here for a reason, because there was a change to the shelves. You will now notice that the items will actually sit on the shelf instead of like halfway in the thing, which I think is a nice little change. As for what's actually new this week, let's take a little flight upstairs. There's not a whole lot, but there's a lot. So let's get right into it. So if we come over here, we've got copper chains, which can oxidize and be waxed. These are exactly the same as like the iron chains, but you know, made of copper. Here's how you make them. Nugget, ingot, nugget. Simple. And it can oxidize and it can be waxed, which I didn't know you could wax in the crafting table. I'll be honest, I more so have this crafter here just for symmetry reasons, but that's kind of cool. Didn't know that one. Over on this side, we've got iron, not iron. What are you? Copper. Copper bars. Made the exact same way that iron bars are made, but with copper instead. And again, they can be oxidized and waxed, which is pretty freaking cool. Let's jump over here next. We've got green torches. What do you mean green torches? I mean copper torches. It's made with a stick, a piece of coal, and a copper nugget. It functions the exact same way as a normal torch, but it's just green instead, which is pretty cool, and I might just start using it because it's different and cool. And I hope they add more colored torches like this eventually. Then we jump over here to where you kind of need to use said torches to make copper lanterns. They work exactly the same way as normal lanterns, but they're made of copper and they can oxidize and you can wax them. Here's how you make them. Same way as a normal lantern, but with copper nuggets and copper torches on the middle. Very, very cool. And then there are changes to the trapdoor, because ever since copper trapdoors were added, everyone has kind of universally agreed that the crafting recipe sucks. So they changed the crafting recipe from 6 copper ingots to 4. And it's 4 ingots per trapdoor now, which is so much nicer. Like, this is so much nicer, honestly. And for new features this week, that's actually it. There's not a whole lot, but honestly, there's a whole lot here. Like, because each of these, minus the torch, have 4, technically 8 different versions of it, because you have each of the oxidization levels and each of the waxed oxidization levels. Gee, I can't talk today. Can I ever? Like really, can I ever? And since this isn't a major snapshot, this video is gonna be short. But I have one last thing from the patch notes that I want to show you that I just noticed while I was looking at it one last time before ending this video. So here you are, here's the patch notes that I will always link in every description of the video, so you can go check it out yourself. But if you look at the image at the top of the screen, you'll notice that there's a warped hanging sign. That didn't really help at all, did it? There's a warped hanging sign hanging from these chains, and it looks like there's items on that, perhaps? Maybe? I honestly can't tell. It's definitely something. It's not, that is, or are those emojis? Because you can do emojis on signs, I think. No, that is a frog spawn egg. I couldn't tell you what these two are, but that definitely looks like a frog spawn egg. So maybe we can put images on signs here coming up soon, which would be awesome. I hope. I really hope I'm not just reading into this, but I probably am. But I'm going to call it here because that's really all I have to talk about this week. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back with you again next week for hopefully another snapshot, depending on how big it is. If it's not worth my time, I probably won't make one, but that's fine. This one seemed worth it to me because there's a lot of cool new building stuff, and that's always fun to have. So if you want to check out next week's Snapshot video, if there is one, or the other stuff I do, please do consider liking and subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a video or go live, which I do at least go live semi-frequently, and I try to upload as frequently as I can. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.